Alright, since there isn't any videos on how to take armrests, just replacing the armrest, not the whole container, on a Mercedes. This is a 2017 C43 W205. So I'm going to show you, I already did one. I just got to follow this for reversal. You can see nice new red stitching, old faded junky armrest. So I already did one side to kind of figure this out since I couldn't find any videos, and I'm going to show you how to do the one side, how to replace the armrest first of all, and go from there. So the first thing is, you'll see this tray, you think there might be something underneath it hiding how to unleash these things. That's not really the case. Actually, it's just a couple pins, and you can see I already took out the spring on this side, so you're going to want to pull that out and off of this end. I already did that. There we go. And what we're going to do is pull out the other ends. I'll show you here. So all I do is, if I can get this to focus, because I'm trying to do this with one hand. So basically you're going to want to stick your needle nose pliers and yank these straight out. And I will try to demonstrate this on video. Sorry for this, I'm not a YouTuber. Alright, so they give you these nice little access points, so your needle nose, there we go. So your needle nose fits right in there roughly, and just grab it and yank her out. Oops, there you go, see? So you want to do that on both ends. Got it out of this end. And now we're going to yank it out of this end, which is kind of buried in there. You can kind of see it. Let's see if I can get this to focus. And there. This one's a little harder, but if you stick it in there, you'll find a gripping point. And there we go. Yank it right out. So after that's done, pardon my mess, I am a freaking backyard mechanic, if you want to call it that. MacGyver, some people like to call me, just figure shit out. Oh yeah, don't forget, release. So this piece broke on me. There it is. So besides it being, you know, and the stitching doesn't look too bad, but the other armrest is total shit. And I'll show you that in a minute. But that also broke, so it was kind of staying open. I think somebody was trying to figure out how to repair this and didn't really know what to do. The other one's kind of, I guess, holding up my armrest, but I'll show you that as soon as I put the other piece on. Alright, and here's the other nice new piece. So when you look at this, you'll see this white dial here. It actually rotates a little bit, so what you want to do is kind of align it with, I'll show you here. With this slot here, so it slides in. You can kind of see that slot there. And I need like a freaking chest piece or something, like GoPro. So as I try to align that, I just want to take a look, make sure it's going in there. And this one looks like it's aligned pretty good, so I'm just going to snap it in place quick. Can't do that with two hands. right in. So it's nice and tucked on both ends. And then you replace the pins quick. And let me see if I can get a good angle of that. And be careful because you do have that light bar underneath here. And then we're going to place a pin in the back end and the front end. And you should be able to kind of feel it as soon as it gets in there. Should push in fairly easy. It'll get tight as you get closer. And all I do is fucking plier hammer. Just tap it in. And then I'm going to go to the other side. That damn light bar really gets in your way, just so you know. And I don't know if it's easy enough to see, but you want to align the holes. You'll see here if I zoom out, maybe you'll see it. And then drop the other pin in. I don't know how damn good this video is going to turn out visually, but this one's just a little harder, but just taking a look. It looks like it's aligned. Double check. Give it a couple love taps. It should press in there fairly easy afterwards. All right. And just take a quick look at the alignment. Looks pretty nice. Double check that. The button will work on the one side because I put the spring, but it won't on the other. See? See? And how to do the spring. Make sure you take a look at which side you took it off on because it helps. Oh shit, motherfucker. I'm too old for this shit. Alright, so the pointy part, there's a little hole kind of right there when you have it closed. You'll see it. So what I do is I like to kind of angle it so it's over that, and then put the pin inside that. Fucking the hell is that? Alright, so when you get the spring in like that, all you have to do is kind of torsion it and clip it in. So there you go. Now you can kind of see it. And watch out because that motherfucker goes flying. So make sure you get it good and seated. Yeah, maybe this thing's better to be open during this. Let's try that. Open sesame, motherfucker. Alright. That is best. Let's try again. So we're going to put it in that little hole. You know what, I'm sure it wasn't all the way down. That's probably the problem. So I'm going to twist it down to there, push it all the way down. The bottom piece that goes into the pinhole. So you make sure it's recessed good. I think it seems better when the hook is on the inside part. Actually, just use a flathead here to make sure it's all the way down. Oh, I wonder if it goes this way. Oh yeah. Oops, I had it going the wrong way before. So you want to loop it around the outside, down, and let it hook. So, there we go. Looks good. Hold down the release and ta-da, you got a fucking armrest. So to take this out, there's videos on that online. Basically, you got to take out that piece, and usually you might want to get a new piece of this too, because this will wrinkle on you after removal because of the stress that you put on the sides. And obviously with these, you just lift up the sides and then push the middle button in to kind of release it, and then should be able to pry that right up. And then you're going to have 2 bolts that hold your inner console, which go there and there. So that'll release your center console here. And that just pries up. And then once you got that pried up, then you'll be able to unleash that bolt hole and that one. So once you got those, I believe these are T20s or T15s. Once you get those out of place, you should be able to unlatch it. And also what I did is I unlatched the wiring for the light bar. And then it just clips right back in. Just make sure you get the circuitry to line up in there the way it's supposed to. And that should do it. Now I just got to bolt it in, clean it up a little bit, bolt it in, and we're all done. That's how you replace your armrests for a W205. I happen to have the C43 2017.